Good morning, friends. Good morning. I am Jim, your astute tourist. Welcome to another morning edition of Cup of Joe. It's Tuesday morning. It is May 2nd. We've made it into the month of May. I hope you had a good May Day. Not Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. Hope nobody needed any help yesterday. But good morning to you. And there's a good friend, G.I. Joe. You know what that means? Best sip of the day. Cheers, everybody. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining us. I say this all the time, but there's nothing like a fresh sip of a hot cup of coffee. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's run right into the chat because the chat is lively this morning. Sharon Rowland is here. Good morning, Sharon. It's good to see you. Thank you for dropping in. J&N Travels, John is here. Good morning, Jimmy. If I'm awake, you know where I am. John's been working all night. Good morning, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Miss Dawn is here all the way from Cyprus. I hope you're having a good day. It's midday there right now. So good midday to you or good afternoon to you. Let's see. Everybody's saying hello. Good morning, Scott. Lone Cross MTP is here. Good morning, Scott. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're healing quickly, my friend. John is here. John Gaylor from the Gaylors. Good morning to you, sir. Thank you for coming in. Sharon says it's 6 a.m. Yay! Yay! Right on. I appreciate you guys joining me every weekday morning here, or at least Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday mornings at 6 a.m. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming in. People are saying hello. Hello. Shirley is here. Glitter bombs to you. Excuse me a minute. I think I'm going to sneeze. These allergies are getting the best of me. Jen Cohen is here. Hi, Jen. How are you? Good morning. I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a good evening. Chillin' Charlie is here. Charlie, good morning. Good morning to you, my friend. It's good to see you. All right, so we're all caught up. How was everybody's May 1st? You have a good May Day? I did. We had a busy day. We actually retired one of our guys at work. He was he spent 15 years with our department and many with others, but he well deserved. Our good friend Paul retired yesterday from the fire service, and I wish him luck. Good luck in his new chapter in life, as they say. But that's about what we did yesterday. These allergies are kicking my butt. I was supposed to go to the gym yesterday. It was going to be my first day, my big hurrah back to the gym, and yeah, it didn't happen. These allergies are just my head is just full. Sniffling, sneezing, that kind of stuff. So, good morning to you. Charlie says, good morning, 38 here. Going to have an umbrella ready today. We actually saw some sun yesterday, believe it or not. And it's overcast now, but the stars were out when I got up this morning. The moon was shining. Pardon me for that. Like I said, the allergies are getting the best of me. So I'm not sure what the weather's going to be today. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. The signal actually looks pretty good this morning. Yesterday it was horrible. Horrible signal. Sharon says she had a wonderful day yesterday. Went rock hunting. Found a few, but nothing I really wanted, though. But it's the thrill of the hunt, right, Sharon? Isn't that part of the reason why you go? It's kind of like once in a while I go metal detecting, and you never know what you're going to find, if anything. 28 here. Wow, is that right? 28 degrees Fahrenheit, I'm guessing, right? Not 28 Celsius. That would be warm for you. Jen's got a joke. It's her first joke of the morning. And jokes are sponsored by Jen Cohen, all the way from the Great Lakes area. And her joke is this: why are pirates called pirates? They just are. I have to get the rim shot. I definitely need to get a rim shot sound effects here. Let's see who else is here. Charlie's saying hello. Everybody's saying hello. So it's -1 Celsius, 28 degrees Fahrenheit. Gotcha. Sharon says it's going to be 76 degrees here today in South Georgia. 49 degrees right now. It was a little more chilly this morning than it was yesterday. Here in New England, I'm not sure what the temperature is. It's probably in the mid 40s. Mid 40s, I'm going to guess. I'll take it over the 30s and 20s. Thank goodness winter has come and gone. As you know, I am not a fan. Charlie says it'll be in the 40s there today, overcast. Yeah, we had a lot of rain here. In fact, the rivers and the brooks are overflowed with water. Scott's saying it's 44 in Boston, so that will make my temperature right around the same, typically, somewhere give or take a few degrees. John says it's 35 in upstate New York. Hey, John, I wanted to ask you, are you anywhere near the Finger Lakes? We're thinking about taking a trip out there this year, this summer. Maybe go out to wine country. Robert Manfredi is here. Hi, Robert. How are you? Good morning. Mogador, Ohio. Are you traveling, my friend? 38 degrees. It's good to see you, Robert. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you, buddy. Don't forget to hit the like button. We are here every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday mornings at 6 a.m. You can hit the like, share us out. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to our channel. And most of all, if you want to leave a comment after the fact, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Let's see. Hey, Danielos Cherry, how are you? 20 degrees in Poland. Is that Celsius? Or I'm guessing that's probably Fahrenheit as well, right? Oh, Jen, very good. You're welcome, my friend. You got your stickers. That's awesome. If you need any more, just let me know. Speaking of that, we have Astute Tourist stickers here. If anybody wants to leave your mailing address at theastutetourist@gmail.com, just leave your address and I'll send you out a sticker. A little part of the show just for you. Let's see. Charlie says he's next to Lake Ontario. Yeah, no wonder it's cold there, huh? You guys get all that lake effect weather too. I used to go salmon fishing up there, steelhead fishing. Pulaski, New York is where I used to go. It's a lot of fun. John says they're 30 miles south of Syracuse on Route 81. Okay. And Robert says, yes, sir. I'm guessing that's yes, sir. Doing some traveling. Good for you, Robert. How's the weather in Ohio today? Oh, yeah. I played some shows in Ohio. Columbus, Ohio. Toledo, I think. Played some shows in a lot of towns in this country. But I appreciate coming in, Robert. It's good to see you, my friend. I ran into Robert about a month ago. We haven't seen each other in a long time. It was good to see him. I hope we can get together sometime soon. Let me know when you're back, and we'll go have a cigar. When will we do our first camping trip? So we don't have anything booked until September, believe it or not. Colleen and I we're just talking about it this weekend. We're thinking about maybe going in June. I'm going to try to have the Tiki Bar open for Memorial Day, and then maybe around my birthday, the second week of June, maybe go up to Maine. But I don't know. Anything can change. Anything can change. Let's see. John, you and Nancy, do you camp? I don't think we've ever talked about that. Do you have a camper or anything, or do you guys go camping? My days of tent camping are over. Yeah, I don't tent camp anymore. Danielo says, okay, hot, pleasantly hot. Celsius to Fahrenheit was wrong. Gotcha. It's wet there in Ohio. Yeah, we had the wet, crappy weather. Again, I'm looking out the window. It's partly sunny, let's say. Thank you, Dawn. She is one of my moderator extraordinaires, and she's doing a little business for us. If you are looking for any merchandise and you want to have a little bit of the tourist in your kitchen or your t-shirt closet, go over to our spring store. Go to the Astute Tourist Store at creators-spring.com. Get yourself a t-shirt or a coffee mug. We have beach bags for this for the summer. Robert says, "Ooh." I'm guessing ooh about going to having a cigar. Paul S. Vines is here. Good morning, sir. Excuse me. These allergies are kicking my butt. Good morning, Paul. It's good to see you. That's right. Good Americans, great Americans, freedom lovers, liberty lovers. Good to see you all. And it's good to see you, Paul. Thank you for coming in. If you haven't been over to Paul's channel yet, you have to. Paul's got some great videos, and he's a bartender. He's making up and mixing up some great cocktails for us to try. Some good recipes. I've tried a few of them, and they're good. And every night, Paul will post who's going live the next day. He does a great service for us. He posts our schedule every day the night before the day we're going to go live. So, Paul, I appreciate you and Meg's Fun Time as well for all that you guys do, because you don't have to do that, and it's kind of a thankless thing that you do. And I know I can speak for all of us when I say we appreciate you and thank you. I do that every day, but I just want to make sure that we get the word out. Good morning. Shirley says, when is your birthday? Mine is June 7th. So mine is a week before yours. Yours is the 14th. We'll have to have a birthday week. Sharon's is August 1st. Jen says she does not tent camp. My idea of roughing it is a slow room service. Right? I used to love to go camping, tent camping. I'm just too old for all of that work. It's a lot of work, and can be wet and sleeping on the hard ground. John says that they stopped doing the same camping many years ago. Colleen and I, even before we got married, we used to just the two of us would go camping. We loved it. Then when the kids were little, we would take them and the dogs and the whole gang. But now, Jen, my idea of roughing it is driving the Class A somewhere and plugging it in, turning on the air conditioner and chilling, making a cocktail. One of my favorite things to do once I get the camper all set up is I pour a glass of whiskey and I light a cigar. That's like the start of the camping trip for me. John says, we haven't done the wine tour, but have traveled over to Watkins Glen, Penn Yan area. Yeah, that's something. Colleen wants to go over there. We're talking about it. So, Bengals or Benjals? Is that how you say that? Love the show. Hope you're doing well. My only question is, what is the biggest object you've ever managed? Oh, that's awesome. Can someone get rid of that guy? Let's block that guy. He's out. We don't get many of those trolls in here. But let's keep an eye on them trolls, moderators. I appreciate it. We'll get rid of them. That was my bad. I apologize for that. Let's see. I wanted to go out and start walking as part of my recovery, Scott says. Part of my recovery, but if it is to rain, we'll just do my stairs for now. So they want you to walk, which is, I'm guessing that is good, right? Charlie says he likes walking Glen. It's a nice place. I've never been. Colleen has been out there with her sisters. And Sharon, she's saying be careful. Don't overdo it. Mona did what? Hi, Mona. Good morning to you. Thank you for coming in. John says, yes, it's a great place. Yeah, we're going to probably take the camper out and check it out. Let's see. Shirley says June. Yeah, I figured that. June 14th. Matt's here from Backlash Fisherman. Good morning, Matt. How are you, my friend? Thank you for coming in. Good to see you. Sharon says, Jimmy, it's too dangerous to go camping these days. I don't think so. You should come up my way. It's not dangerous at all. We got the White Mountains here, and it's a wonderful place to go camping. It's beautiful. We have Vermont and Maine. The mountains are fantastic. Let's see. I would not mind tent camping, but I would need to get a new tent. I loaned out ours last summer, and it came back destroyed. Yeah, that's the joys of lending stuff out, right? All right, Robert. I'll see you later. So you're on a working trip. Love you too, my friend. Thank you for coming in. And like I said, when you get back home, hit me up. We'll definitely go get a cocktail and a cigar. Yeah, lending stuff out can be treacherous. Walking, that's great walking. We want to start if it ever gets above 40, right, Mona? I was going to start back at the gym yesterday. I was saying in the beginning of the stream, but my sinuses and respiratory are messed up. It's got to be from the allergies. A lot of stuff going on, and I'm still feeling crappy. I'm just not feeling myself today. So there'll be no gym for a couple days. I need to get back at it though. My doctor gave me one of these. I went and seen him last week, and he was like, "You know what you have to do." So, yeah, kids don't have the respect for anything anymore. They don't. You know what? Tell them, go buy your own tent. Damn kids. Kids don't even know what they are anymore. Right, Charlie? They don't know anything. They're eating Tide Pods and they don't know what to call themselves. They're staring in the mirror. Some of them think they're cats. I don't get it. And now I've got no problems going camping in the mountains. Okay. I mean, I don't know what it's like down camping in Georgia, but certainly up here in New England, it's camping country here. Let's see. John's asking me, Jimmy, have you gone back to your early morning walks? No, I haven't because I've been doing these morning live streams here, and the signal's a lot better. So this is my plan: is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, I will go to the gym after work. So I'm a member of the zoo gym. When I get out of work, I'll stop by the gym for a couple hours and do my workout, and then come home. It's hard to find the time to be able to get everything to fit everything in, but maybe since I don't do a stream Friday and Saturday, maybe I can get up and do my morning walk on Friday. It's actually good idea, John. Maybe that's what I'll do. Thanks for that, John. We make a good team. Maybe I will go live. I'll do a walking live on Fridays. Paul says he needs a little mountain time. Yeah. What do you get for mountains in Georgia? Not a lot, is there? I mean, here Mount Washington is 63. I'm going to get it wrong, but it's over 6,300 feet. There's a live cam I look at almost every day, and it's still windy and snowing and blowing up there. Now, my best friend just went back to Colorado, and he's in a beautiful spot right on the Arkansas River, and across the street in the distance is the Rocky Mountains, and he said they're still covered with snow. Now, those are mountains up there. They call those teeners, 14,000 feet. Hard to breathe at the top of those. I've been up as high as almost 13,000 feet. Let me tell you something. Definitely the air is a lot thinner. It's hard to breathe up there. John says he needs a little, since you started cruising, you have not camped. We just camp in the RV. George has a place called Helen's that's in the mountains and amazing. And that's where you folks do the meetup, right? The Helen meetup. My mom is here. Good morning, Mom. How are you guys? Getting excited for Rob's visit, I'm sure. Kids nowadays, all they want is money, money, money. It's every time you turn around, I want money. My cousin told her 17-year-old son to get a job. Yeah, pretty much. Get a job. Thank you, Dawn. I guess while we're doing this, we can do a little business. It's always the so we talked about the swag. Get yourself a t-shirt. Everything helps support our channel. I'm not using the funds to go out to eat or dinner or anything like that. We're definitely supporting the channel. If you do want to support us, you can donate to us at our PayPal. Also, you can give us a super chat, super sticker. There's what's the other one? A thank you on the videos. Super thank yous, super whatever. And we appreciate your support. Absolutely. You can also, we are offering memberships. Jen Cohen is our latest member of the channel, and we appreciate her, and Meg and James. They're all members of the channel, so we appreciate you guys for that. Paul says, I live in Arkansas, and we have I'm going to wreck that, Ouachitas? The Bostons and the Ozarks. Is that Ouachitas or Ouachitas? Still in you, still here, my friend. Good morning to you. Thank you. I haven't seen you in a while. What's happening? Hope you had a good weekend and everything. John is saying good morning to my mom. He got to meet my parents when we were down there in March or April. March. No snow here, 70 degrees. I actually saw snow yesterday. I went to Shaw's, which is a supermarket here. And I was getting in my car, and there was like a little island. They put the bark mulch and they have the shrubs, little planter bed. And I looked down, and there was about a 1x1 spot of snow still there. I was very shocked because it's been warm here, and all the rain we've had. I'm surprised there's still snow. It was hiding underneath a shrub, probably not getting a lot of sun. Yeah, the Helen meetup. That's what I thought. Danielus is born on May 24th, 1686 in Gansk, Daniel Gabriel Fahrenheit. And at most country, my 2 is Celsius. I have a flat in, is it Gansk? Why Celsius in Poland and Fahrenheit in the USA? He was born in Poland. Yeah, why don't we have I don't know why they changed it up. They tried to introduce Celsius in the metric system here when I was a kid, and nobody caught on. It's really a lot easier, but nobody caught on. Thank you, sir. As always, we appreciate that. Enjoy your day. Don't let nothing or no one steal your joy. And that is 100% correct. I like to go to North Carolina mountains. It's beautiful and quiet, and no one bothers you. I spent some time in the Smoky Mountains. Um, it's a beautiful place. Had a friend that lived over there, and like I said, I've spent some time there. Um, and then not too far away is Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. Those are in Tennessee. Beautiful area. My daughter went to high while taking college classes and working. I'm guessing went to high school. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Daniels. I appreciate that. I didn't even see that come in. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. Thank you for the support. The only camping I did was when I recreated the Revolutionary War, sleeping in the kind of tents and accessories of that time period. It's funny you mentioned that, Scott. I was going to do our news this morning. I was going to do it on Colonial Williamsburg. Guys want to see that? Let's do that. Let me get through the chat first. No, she's now in college, working to pay for it. That's good. She's a good kid. All the cool kids are doing it, right? Everyone's saying good morning. Yes, thank you, Danielos. I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so much for that. Like I said, the everything, all the proceeds we get for the channel, we're using it to help support our channel, which is usually to help get SD cards and things. I was talking about it yesterday, and external hard drives. When you're a content creator, it takes up a lot of space on your computer, and you really need free space to put everything on it. And I don't throw anything away for just in case I may want to use something later in the future. Try to take a lot of B-roll. Can't wait 70 here, John. I have two grades now. Thanks, Mom. Appreciate you too. Love you so much. Love you and Dad. I hope Dad's feeling okay. Remember to smash that like button. That's right, Jen. Thank you. All right, so let me see if I can do this. I was sharing it out, but let's go over and do this real quick. Oh, I'm an American history buff, and one of the cool places I like is Colonial Williamsburg. It's in Virginia. It's in Williamsburg, Virginia, and if you're interested in traveling to a really cool place, it's got to be the world's largest living history museum. We all have them in our states, I'm sure, or something that you have a living history where you go and people are acting like characters from that time period. But I've never been to some place like Williamsburg before, and it's really cool. It's a cool place. Um, a lot of the folks there they don't break character at all. And it's I think the time frame is in the 1760s, I want to say, right before the revolution broke out. And there's original buildings, and there's a tavern that you can go in where it's just like it would be. It's like stepping back in time. They serve you the food and recipes from that time era. You can learn all kinds of things. The kids have a blast. We took the kids down there. Yeah, it says it's the world's largest living history museum. 301 acres, feature iconic sites, working tradespeople, historic taverns, and 2 world-class art museums. For answers to specific questions, use the icons below. But I would really recommend going if that's something you're into. Let's see, what's it going to cost us to go? Of course, they're not telling us. Oh, here we go. So it's $50 if you want to go for the day. If you go for a multi-day, it's only $10 more. And I would, if you did want to go, I would recommend getting the multi-day ticket because it'll take you a few days. That's how big it is. Like they said, 301 acres, and there's a lot going on. You can learn a lot about our country and the birth of our country and how our forefathers lived, um, and then there's you can go to Busch Gardens as well, which is close by, and we took the kids there. It was part of the whole package, and you can see they're still doing the package here. They call it bounce back and forth between Colonial Williamsburg and Busch Gardens for 7 consecutive days, $130, 111 for the kids. Oh, and then they do one where you can go between 3 places: the Colonial Williamsburg, Busch Gardens, and Water Country. So I think that's pretty reasonable for all that you get. It's a pretty cool place, and if you like history and American history, it's pretty cool. You will need to secure lodging, but there's lots of places down there. We went several years ago. It was when the kids were little. But I would like to go back. That's another spot I would like to take the camper to and go to. Um, and Jamestown is not too far away, which is another earlier settlement from I think the late 1600s to the early 1700s. Um, it's a lot of history there. So if you like history, especially American history, this is the place to go. It's a lot of fun. So that's our quick news for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed that. A couple times a week we like to feature some sort of news. Um, so that's that. So let's see. Let me catch up here. Um, John says they went to Colonial Williamsburg a few times. It's very nice. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We ate in the tavern there, and you have to reserve times, of course. So you would, it's popular. And before they opened, we were waiting in line, and the tavern owner, he comes out and greets you, and he talks to you just like he was living in the 1760s. They do not break character, although he was asking us where we were from, and we told him New Hampshire. And what he did was comment on Portsmouth, New Hampshire, where the Portsmouth Naval Shipyard has been even since that time. And he remarked about there's great shipbuilding in New Hampshire. So they're smart people. They know their history and their stuff, and it was a lot of fun. There's lots of reenactments and just really cool. Definitely up my alley. Dawn says I love those sorts of places. Dawn just visited a castle there in Cyprus, which is really cool. Again, being a history buff, I love those places. Go on over to New Beginnings and check out her video visiting the castle. It's pretty cool. I think it dates back to the 1200s, long before this country was even a country. Yeah, not bad for the week, right, Shirley? It's not a bad price. We did bounce between that and Williamsburg. I'm sorry, between Busch Gardens. That was a lot of fun. Busch Gardens is fun, if you like amusement parks. It's a pretty cool one. John says, I've seen vlogs in Williamsburg, but never been. It really is. Again, if you like history, and there's a little bit of everything there. I learned a lot just by going there. I thought I knew a lot about American history, and you'll learn a lot. Don says, I love here that nowhere costs over $2 or €250 to go. Most places are still free. If anywhere charges more, it's a tourist trap and not somewhere worth seeing. Here, I'm sure they're not in it to make money. I know that it's probably supporting the upkeep of the place. Um, yeah, I don't, and I get that. I don't think that place is. I don't think they're charging the money to like make a profit. I think it all goes back into supporting um, the place because it's a museum, and they're still doing archaeological digs there today. It's a whole town. I mean, our founding fathers. If you're from the U.S., I mean, Thomas Jefferson was there. George Washington went there. I mean, these are the founding fathers of the country, and they spent time there. Thomas Jefferson went to school in Virginia. He lived in Virginia. So did George Washington. Big deal. I like it. You know how I like my buffets. They used to have a great seafood buffet in that area. You know what? We went to it. It was like if it's the same one, and Colleen could probably tell me the name of it, but there was a huge one there, and I want to say it was like Captain Jack's or something like that. And it was a huge seafood buffet, and I can remember the kids had a blast because you could get Alaskan king crab legs, like the big legs, and just you name it, all you can eat for one price. It was great. It's got to be the same place, John. Jen says, I haven't been to Colonial Williamsburg since I was a kid a long time ago, but you've been, and that's important. I think, if you live in this country, you have to learn the history of this country. It's important. They're not teaching it in school anymore. I'll be honest, it pisses me off. They need to teach the kids the history of our country. It's important. And they're not doing it. It was that was part of our studies when I was in school. Um, especially growing up here in New England, I'm close to Boston. The town that I lived in, there were famous revolutionary generals that lived in the town I grew up in. We're surrounded by American history here, and the kids have no clue. They really don't these days. So, if you have little kids, I think it's important that you teach them our history. And if you have the chance to go to somewhere like Colonial Williamsburg or some other type of living history museum of that era, you should bring your kids there, teach them a little bit. Dawn is posting the link for her castle video, which I recommend. I watched it the other day. It's awesome. Bye, Mona. Thank you for coming. Appreciate you. Hey, Josh. Good morning to you. It's good to see you. Thanks for dropping by. I'm a little behind in the chat here. Here it's about everyone's rights to be able to have access to their history. Well, I'm sure the government subsidizes a lot of that there too. They don't do that here. You would think they would, but they're too busy doing other things. I'm not going to get into that. But yeah, it was Captain Something's, right? Captain Billy. No, not Captain Billy's. Yeah, no. It wasn't Chief Jimmy's either. It was like Captain, I don't know, Captain Ahab. No, it wasn't that. Captain George's? Was that it in Virginia, Josh? It was a all-you-can-eat seafood buffet somewhere around Williamsburg, and it was awesome. I don't even know if it's there. My mother's asking, when are you going to walk the Freedom Trail? Great exercise. It is. It's miles long. We're probably going to do it when the weather gets a little bit better. Maybe before Memorial Day or possibly in the beginning of June. I have to plan it on a Saturday or take a Friday or something. On a day Colleen's off, maybe a Monday. Let's see. On deck with CB. Good morning, my friend. 2 hands on the wheel. Remember, 2 hands on the wheel, but thank you for listening while you're driving. Don't forget after my show, sometime between, and I'm laughing because he always posts 7:30, but he's always up around 7:10. Eddie Lugo Studios, he comes live is for his morning quickie. He'll be up sometime between 7 and 7:15, I'm gonna guess. And hopefully we can go over and just raid his channel. I won't be able to do it. As soon as we're done, I have to go change out my casual wear and put on my uniform. But we can go over and give him a raid. I love any all you can eat places, obviously, right? And it's a good deal. I think some of them are a good deal. That may have been it. Was it Captain George's? It was good. It was many years ago when we went. So, like I said, I don't even know if it's there. Josh is saying hi to John and my mom. Paul says, Captain Morgan's? That's a different buffet. That's got to be the place then, Josh, right? It's a buffet. Is that right? Captain George's. They're all rewriting history, such as Anne Boleyn is now a different race in the latest film. You're right, Dawn. That's something we're going to talk about in another stream. I have my own thoughts on this whole rewriting history stuff. Was it Captain George's? I don't remember. It was Captain something's. Shirley says my grandfather was Captain George. Captain Scarlet. I used to be Captain Jimmy. Then I got promoted. And Billy, if you're listening, I got promoted. We were teasing Captain Billy J because I outrank him in the scheme of things. He doesn't like it. Good morning. Kurt and Marcia are in the house. Good morning to you. Thanks, guys, for listening. Appreciate you guys. I'm assuming Eddie's going to be on this morning. Paul posts Paul posts it every evening, so but I'm sure he'll be up. Yeah, history is definitely written by the victors and rewritten and rewritten and rewritten over time. Captain Hook sounds like they would catch seafood, right? Captain Kangaroo. Captain Ahab. Do you remember Captain Ahab, don't you? He had an obsession with a white whale. There she blows. We talked about this yesterday and we're talking about it again. Seafood. And I'll argue with anybody. New England has the best seafood in the world. The best by far. It's cold water. Cold water, and it's the best. So he has a thumbnail for 7:15 Eastern Standard Time for Eddie Lugo. So definitely. Jen, Captain Crunch, good one. Good one, Captain Nemo. I just got over my well, that's sad news. All right, let me go over to this. Pardon me a moment. Just got some sad news that came across. Um, Give me 1 second. Before I say anything, I want to make sure. Yep. All right. We got breaking news coming in. So this is actually literally breaking news. Canadian singer-songwriter Gordon Lightfoot has died. He's dead at 84. His 1970s hit, including Sundown, The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, and If You Could Read My Mind, were fixtures of baby boomers' coming-of-age soundtrack. And I'm sure most of us are familiar with those songs of Gordon Lightfoot. He was Canada's answer to U.S. singer-songwriters who provided the soundtrack for baby boomers coming of age amid a countercultural revolution. He died Monday, as publicists said. He was 84. Lightfoot died at Sunnybrook Hospital in Toronto of natural causes. There's a picture of him in March of 2019. So my hat's off to Gordon Lightfoot. Godspeed, my friend. Rest in peace. Me being a musician, he was part of my life soundtrack for sure. Sad to hear that. I was talking about this in some earlier streams that a lot of my musical influences, they're getting older and they're moving on, and it's sad to hear. But good morning to Mick P. How are you, Nick? It's good to see you, my friend. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, you're always on the seafood diet. Yeah, me too. That's why my doctor looked at me and said, "Put it down. Put the potato chip down." But that's sad news to hear about Gordon Lightfoot. Like I said, rest in peace, Gordon. Just checked. It is Captain George, and it's still open. Yeah, we should do a road trip. Wouldn't that be awesome? Let's go. The 4 of us in the RV. We're going to Captain George's just for the buffet. Do they have slushies? I don't know. Would it be worth it? They don't have slushies. John says, "Yeah, I just looked it up. $44.99. I'll tell you, it's worth it. The food there was great." Shirley's saying, "Hey, breathe." Paul and Dawn about. I must have missed something. Are you fishing in a submarine or so? Oh, Captain Nemo. Okay, I get it. All right. Yeah, that is saddening, right? Yeah, it's sad to hear. Sundown, you better take care when I find you've been creeping round my back stair, right? I'm not doing it justice, but sad to hear. Yeah, Nick, The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. I actually played that in the band I'm in. Yep, that's true. Chips are poison, aren't they? Right? So are slushies, but they're so good. Could be a deal breaker, right? No slushies. That could be a deal breaker for sure, John. Yep, for sure. So that's sad news to hear about Gordon Lightfoot. Sometimes I get these news feeds that come right over, and I saw that and I was Yeah, sad to hear that. Um, but that's life. We're born, school, work, and then we move on to someplace else. So let's enjoy the time while we're here, right? Enjoy the time while we're here. So I saw this gentleman yesterday, and he was talking about everything that I talk about, or a portion of things that I talk about on my channel, usually at the end. He was talking about affirmations, and he noticed something that during COVID, or let me back up. He always heard about positive affirmations and negative things and pushing negativity out of your life. And he noticed that during COVID, people were getting depressed and it was making them more depressed. And, we were locked down, we couldn't go out, the stores and restaurants were closed, and he he did an experiment, and he put a he wrote down 4 affirmations on a piece of paper and he put it up on his mirror, and every day he stood there and he said them, and it examples were, today I'm going to have a great day. Today I will be successful. Today I'm going to be happy, and things like that. And he did it every day, and it worked. It worked. And he had friends do it as well, and it worked for them as well. And it just goes to show that what I talk about is not, it's not bunk. It's true. Get up every day and tell yourself, I'm going to have a great day today. I'm going to be a success. I'll have a successful day today in anything that you do, whether you're working or you're retired and you're going to get your chores done. I'm going to get everything done today and I'm going to feel great today. Um, I found that I found that pretty cool. I just stumbled on it. It was a YouTube video, and the guy had just come out. It came up in my feed. And that's exactly what I talk about when I talk about PMA. Right, Jen? Positive mental attitude. PMA will definitely save your day. It really will. I am a good person. I am going to have a fantastic day today. I am going to make a change in somebody's life today, or make a difference. That's what we call it in the fire service. Practice MAD. Make a difference. I'm all about the acronyms, right? PMA, MAD. But it's true. It is true. So I challenge you all. I challenge you all to look at yourself in the mirror and be kind to yourself and tell yourself you're a beautiful person. You're going to do fantastic things today. It's like I was telling Shirley, she was talking about finding a new place to live. She's having a hard time. Tell yourself, today's the day I'm going to find my new place. Today is the day I'm going to get that promotion. Or today is the day I'm going to, tackle that big boulder that I'm trying to dig up. Whatever it is you're trying to do, and it's going to work. It will work. Exactly right, John. Try to be a good person, but some days I just have to be a jerk. Well, it's okay if you're feeling down. We all do. Be a jerk to yourself, though. Try not to pass that on to other people. It's tough, though. It is hard. You know, some days I get up and I'm like, gosh, really? Have a great make a difference day, right? Have a great mad day, right, Kurt? I'm in the making a difference in people's life business, because when I see people, typically when I'm doing my job, they're having a bad day. They've crashed their car, they're sick, or a loved one's sick. they're injured or a loved one's injured, or their home, everything that they've lived and worked for their whole life is being destroyed by fire or the weather. People are having a bad day typically when I see them. That's when I say everybody has a story. And if you just smile at someone, you could change their outlook for the day. That's all it takes. It's like lighting a fuse. Sometimes it's like lighting a fuse and it's going to spread. Go out. And it has to start with you, though. Look at yourself in the mirror and, you have to be good to yourself. Sharon says she helped an old lady get out of her car, helped her get her wheelchair out, and helped her get her grocery store. I helped her get the things she needed, and I helped her put. Perfect. It's how to do it. Anything like that. My mother's 100% correct. You have to love yourself first. You can't help somebody else until you help yourself. And when I talk about it saving my life, that's what I had to do. You have to love yourself first. All right, so enough of that. We'll talk about that when we end. We're almost done here. Jen's got another joke. How do you organize a space party? You plan it. Right on. Do something productive today. Doesn't matter what it is, but I'm with you, Dawn. Do something productive. I used to have a lieutenant that would say, do something. Do something. Do something positive. That's right, PMA for life, because it'll save your life. Right, Jen? Pay it forward. We talk about that too. Pay it forward. Buy somebody a cup of coffee. If you can afford to, do something more than that. Doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be money. Like Sharon does. She's helped a woman get in her car, get her groceries, put a wheelchair back. Yeah, you told us that your brother was right, that he was mad that she didn't give you some money for that. You can't expect anything back. Don't expect anything back. It's about giving, not taking. Right, Dawn? Always remember someone else is worse off than you. Some would gladly swap places. We always think the grass is greener, but it's not. I know you didn't, Sharon. I know you didn't. And you're a good person because you didn't expect it. There you go, Shirley. She's finding the right fit for her today, and that's right. We take it one day at a time, and absolutely, life could definitely be a lot worse. So don't forget PMA. It'll save your day. It'll save your life just like it did mine. Don't forget our first responders. They're out there every day, 24/7. Even for me, I'm a first responder, but I'm part of the command staff now, and I get to come home every night. Those men and ladies they spend the night there. They spend the night several nights a week away from their families so that they can protect others like ours. And they don't ask anything in return for it. So think about them. Think about our men and women of the armed forces, because they're out there on the wall every day protecting us, protecting our freedoms and liberties, helping us do what we're doing right now, having a cup of coffee, sharing some morning fellowship. Jen sharing a joke with us, and us giggling and laughing, and it's just great. So don't forget the flag behind me, that red, white, and blue. If you're from the United States, or it doesn't matter what country you're from, respect and love your flag. I do mine. It means more than that cloth that it's printed on. Many before me have given up their lives and their safety to protect that piece of cloth. And it's not just because it's the piece of cloth, but it's what it represents. So, it's what it represents. It's important. Teach your kids about American history. It's important. Teach them about the folks that came before us, that gave up their freedoms and their liberties, their safety and their lives to make the great country that we live in today. Teach them before we lose it. Teach them before we lose it. The kids are our future, and they're the ones that are going to save the freedoms and liberties that we have. We can't forget. If we forget, they're going to repeat stuff, the bad things. So here's to you. I appreciate each and every one of you. Love you guys. Thank you for coming out. After the stream here, head over to Eddie Lugo Studios. Give him a big astute raid. I would appreciate that. And if you can, give us a comment after the stream today. So that's going to do it. I want to wish everybody peace and love. I'm Jimmy, your astute tourist. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Hump Day Cocktail Hour. Bye, guys. Love you all. Bye-bye.